hitter of the Knicks.
Yeah, nitpicker. Better than a nut picker.
Ooh.
Hey, how's it going?
What up, guys?
Yeah, we're at AMC.
Yep.
My least favorite of the movie theaters.
It's not the best.
And we're going to see Fly Me to the Moon
Yeah. The little...
with Scarlett Johansson
And
and Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum.
And
I always
numerous
forget
other
his name.
people.
Yeah.
I actually really like Channing Tatum.
Yeah, he's good.
I think he's good. I think he's a bad actor. I actually do. But I just like him.
Oh, okay.
I don't understand.
I'm not... Okay.
I don't think he's a great actor, I'll say that. He's okay.
Yeah.
He's serviceable. But I just like him. He just, I don't know. He just got some weird charisma. So
interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is a...
You know who I don't like, which is going to burn down the internet if people watch this?
No.
Scarlett Johansson. I don't really like her.
You don't like her?
I don't.
Why?
I just don't. I don't know.
That's fair. I officially was neutral with her until I saw Marriage Story, and then I was like, I think she's a great actress.
I'm like below neutral.
Yeah, you're like...
I don't know.
You're like barely breathing under the water.
Well, it all started when she's like, there's red in my ledger, and I need to wipe it out. When she said there's red in my ledger 50 times in Avengers. And then throughout the rest of the movies, it's like, ugh.
But that's not her. I mean,
she was pretty...
She didn't write that line.
I know, but she didn't
sell it
deliver well. But
yeah.
I don't know.
That's fair. I
don't know. I just get sick of her face a little bit.
I don't know.
Black Widow was good. I mean...
I barely remember that even.
Yeah. But anyway, this movie, though, Fly Me to the Moon.
Yeah.
We have seen this fucking
so many
trailer
times.
so many times for in front of so many movies that I'm really sick of it. And I
kind of don't want to see it.
And we kept saying that, like, I don't really want to see this anymore.
But
because it was like...
We were going to see it, however...
Yeah, it's early.
Yep.
It's a week early here in Roseville.
In Roseville. So this theater, thankfully...
Technically, it comes out next weekend.
Yep.
So
you'll be seeing a sneak peek
early preview or whatever. That's what we're getting.
Early review out of it.
There's only one showtime. It's at 7.
7, that's it.
We try to do earlier in the day, so we're not all...
It wouldn't let us, but...
drained by life.
Yeah, life killing us.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, we're gonna see it. I have very low expectations.
I don't have very high ones either, but like I feel like this is gonna land somewhere at an average movie for me. I don't think it's gonna be a bad movie. I don't think it's gonna be a good movie. I don't know.
The trailer was so bad. Your book's on fire. I was like, ugh, and she didn't notice?
You didn't notice? You didn't feel the warmth, the flickering? It's right there.
She's holding a book and it's on fire.
Just dumb.
And he's like, you're on fire. And she's like, so you're not going to get me to dance or something stupid. I forgot already.
Yeah, like, or were you supposed
He's like, no, literally.
Stop, drop, and go around with you or something?
And then she pours alcohol on it and it gets bigger. And
it's like one of those dumb... And is this a comedy?
I don't think so.
It has elements of humor in it. I think. For sure.
So here's my thing is, he's like an astrophysicist who's like in charge of this space program.
Yeah,
and he's like a ripped ass model. Fuck off.
Yeah, I mean, there aren't really... Yeah. So the premise is that like, if they don't make the mission... So she's a PR agent, I guess?
Yes. So if it fails to go to the moon, then they're going to shoot it.
Like, yeah, they're going to like...
And you know that the moon landing never happened.
Well, what if this is like... Actually, what really did happen, we also went to the moon and we filmed this thing, and then people got all conspiracy all about it.
Because that's the problem, too, is like,
I don't know.
I've heard since childhood, they filmed it.
Oh, yeah, lots of people say that.
Kubrick did it, and that's the final line of the trailer is like her going like, we should have got Kubrick.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh, I'm so sick of this story.
Yeah.
That's why I don't want to see it, you know? I don't know.
I'm not looking forward to this.
And it's just 2 hours and 10 minutes. A little on the long side. A little on the long side.
You know, I'm going to be interested in like some of the scenery inside the NASA area.
I'm going to be interested in the primitive 60s technology.
Yeah, for sure.
And I really like the 60s for like clothing and stuff.
Yeah, the style.
So we'll see what happens.
Yeah,
we'll see. We'll let you go because it starts here in about 10 minutes, and
we got to get going.
We will see you guys sometime later in 2 hours and 11 minutes plus trailers. Watch, I've said it before, but wouldn't it be sweet if there was a trailer for this movie?
In the movie.
It'll be the final time we see that trailer.
Happen, guys? I don't know.
We should actually, on the way to the movie theater, we should watch the trailer on my phone.
We should, just
so we can just get sick and tired of this shit.
Just so we can cancel after I already paid for tickets.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I'll tell you this,
I don't care. Let's go.
You know how like they spend all this money. There's like, okay, it's a $200 million movie and $45 million is advertising.
Oh, yeah.
But a lot of movies, historically, they'd be like, oh, we only spent $8 million on advertising. It didn't do well because we didn't get the word out.
We didn't tell enough people.
I think that this movie is one where it suffers from too much advertising.
Yeah.
I can't believe how many times I've seen it. It was every single movie we've seen in the last 4 or 5 months.
Movies that had nothing to do with this
horror movies and shit.
And they just had to get this one in there. It's like, dude,
it was.
I don't know what other social media and other media outlets are pushing for it because I don't.
I don't follow that shit, but
you know, cable TV isn't.
I just can't believe how many. It was literally every single movie.
Did you find out how much this cost to make?
No.
Okay. Because I bet you just having
I'll put it up here in the editing.
You should put how much they paid her
and how much they paid Channing.
Yeah, just to see how like a quarter of the movie is like. Douche.
Let's see if it's 30% less than Channing Tatum. No, just kidding. You know what to say.
Yeah. Anyway,
we're gonna let's go.
We'll catch you guys in a.
Better let you go sometime later.
Never gonna let you go.
Boom! We saw Fly Me to the Moon.
We did.
Boom.
Boom. It was boom.
That was a lot better than I thought it'd be.
Way better.
Yeah,
honestly. Right out the gate really with good. That one.
It was good. Soundtrack was every song that played was an earworm from the 60s or 50s.
Yeah,
from
it just
the 50s.
Sucked you right in.
And I was just like humming along and just, I don't know. It didn't seem overly long, even though it's 2 hours and 11.
It didn't.
I feel like
it was paced well.
Almost every scene was completely necessary to the story.
Agreed. All the dialogue was rich and awesome.
I hated Scarlett Johansson's character's name, Kelly. And in the first 10 minutes, it's like, oh, I hate that bitch. Oh, what a snaky troll bitch.
It starts out
snake. And then she grew on me, and I was like, she's awesome.
And then she turns out to be what's her name from Parks and Rec, who can just do anything.
Oh,
she's the greatest fucking.
Yeah. I forgot her name.
Yeah, it was just like.
Spin anything, and
she can do this woman has
but she's so snaky. But I liked her snakiness.
Yeah, it was all for the good.
As the movie went on, I was like, I like that snaky shit. Keep going, girl. Let's do this.
What else you gotta be seeing?
And I was like, I don't know.
Yeah, because she's pulling she's making decisions without his permission.
Without anyone's permission.
Yeah, and just way over everyone's head somehow. But
I'll tell you this.
We'll get into that later.
Aside from 2 or 3 little small clips, everything in the trailer is at the very beginning of the movie.
It is. It's just the setup.
Yes.
It's just
the trailer literally doesn't spoil it. And
there's a couple of.
There's some minor stuff, but I was like,
most of 90% of it.
I don't know. It wasn't exactly what I thought it'd be.
The trailer did not spoil the movie.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of did because we all know the story. The moon
but all the rich details that you get out of a 2-hour movie.
All the character development was really good.
There's a lot there. So
I thought this was really good.
Yeah, me too.
It was really well shot.
It was. There's some really crazy scenes in this.
Yeah. The one thing I didn't like, I'll say, the one thing that I was like, okay, why would you do that? Is when the launch is happening and everything, it cuts to actual footage from the 60s. Crappy, grainy footage.
Well, okay, I've seen that shit before, those same exact shots.
Yeah.
And they cleaned them up a lot.
Kind of, though. I mean,
but you can only clean them up so much, and you can tell it's old footage. I was like, it might be footage, that they're trying to represent to be.
But to me, it's like we're in the movie.
Yeah.
Do it like we're in a movie. Have actual high res, HD fucking.
But what if
space
it was
shuttle.
just But that's actual footage from
I don't care. We're in a movie.
Yeah. Okay. That's like saying reshoot the whole actual moon landing where they get off, and then
they did.
But we
got to see it.
Yeah, but you get to see what they saw on TV. That's what
you get to see them both. Yeah.
Yeah, and so that pylon where it shows the rocket going up is a camera shot from that actually happened.
Fine. But it would have been black and white and stuff. See what I'm saying? So it wouldn't have been a real thing.
Maybe. Did they color it? I don't know.
That was artificially colored. You know how they remaster old footage of the 20s?
When it's all just not. Probably not.
That's what they did, so I don't know. That's literally the only thing I disagree with, which is so
I wouldn't even
minuscule,
think about it.
nitpicky.
So we have Woody Harrelson in this, who plays a super CIA government spook who's in charge of faking the moon landing from all the way from the top. And then you also have Ray
Romano. I liked him.
He was fucking great in this. Like just a normal his acting was like a real
I'm gonna say everyone's acting was really good.
Yeah, but we usually
I don't really like him because I don't like that show and stuff. But
I didn't mind that.
I haven't seen him like too much since then. But
yeah, but in this one,
he's really good.
He plays a really good, close
almost
friend
like a
character.
father figure, older like friend.
Yeah, for sure.
But they're still like buddies.
Yeah. Oh well, whatever.
I don't know.
It's all good.
Okay.
So
yeah, there's like mall cops and we're parked in a weird spot.
It's fine, whatever.
But anyway, so
what else we got?
The acting's good.
So acting, this score we liked. Pacing was good.
I think the pacing was some of the best pacing of the year. Honestly,
because how long was it? 2 hours and 10 minutes or what?
Yeah, 2 hours and 10 minutes.
It didn't feel like it.
It definitely did not feel like 2 hours and 10 minutes. And,
so,
and I kind of wish it was a little longer because I like the characters so much.
They do have.
They grew on me.
There's. Who's playing the director guy? That guy is awesome.
He's amazing. He's like a very flamboyant guy.
Absolutely.
And
he just comes in and he's in charge of shit.
There's so many good lines in this one, too.
He was definitely the comic relief.
He was, and it was like actually funny.
It was.
Because like some of the lines from the trailer, I was like, oh, I'm really going to hate this guy.
Yeah.
I just had a hunch. I was like, oh, I don't think I'm going to like this dude.
He's a gem in this.
And then he turns out to be like the funniest fucking part for sure. Like, hands down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I really like him.
Yeah, I don't know who he was, but like he's super sassy and he's like just fucking.
He's got so many good lines.
Yeah, his lines are really good.
I wish I could remember half the damn lines because
they were funny.
Even between. There's a lot of deception and it's about truthfulness and lying and people's prior lives.
Yeah.
And like, but there's like, they just say these lines and you're like, oh, that has weight.
Yeah,
ooh, that has weight.
True.
And they're like going back and forth with these lines that are so good.
Yeah.
I was eating it up. I was just
really
like
great. The
laughing
characters
it up.
are really, really well written.
Yeah,
so,
it was good.
This did surprise me in terms of just like overshooting. Like,
I thought he was going to be a stick in the mud. Cole Davis.
Oh yeah, sure.
Channing Tatum's character, but because he's usually like he's a medium actor. He doesn't.
I think he did
a great one.
On this
yeah,
one.
he did great.
He was solid. He
even made me laugh more than once just with some dry deliveries and shit.
He's just poking her back and she's doing shit and he's like calling her out on it in snarky little ways.
It was great. Even her assistant in this movie, I liked her.
Oh yeah.
She's like an artist and she's like kind of like mapping out like doing like a scrapbook of sketches about the whole situation.
Yeah.
So he's leaving. I thought
he's parking there watching.
We're like parked completely not right, but I backed up so we could get some light from this light up there.
Yeah.
And he pulled up right next to us and just staring at us.
I could see in the camera like freaking lights flashing like.
And I was like, nope, stand our ground.
No, we're just gonna keep.
We're just doing a review. If he wants to come talk to us, be on camera, buddy.
He'll be on camera.
Yeah, but anyway.
So are we gonna rate this?
Yeah.
What do you think? I'm stuck. I'm at least a 7.
I'm a straight solid 8. Period.
Okay.
I couldn't give it a 9 because there was some hokey stuff.
Like what?
Just like, especially at the beginning when like everything's, I don't know, she's too good and she some of the situations, that they set up, like you're like, it's like in the advertising world, it's like the person that walks away from an explosion and doesn't flinch.
Oh, yeah.
That's what a lot of the shit happened like that.
They set her up to be this wizard.
Invincible wizard of everything. She just goes
in and smokes everybody with her talents.
But I liked it, but I know how hokey it is.
At first.
Well, even throughout, it was kind of like, okay.
It's like the first time you put your foot in a cold pool and you're like, oh god, and then once you get in, you're like, okay, I'm okay with it.
I'm accepting of this. Yeah,
like it's just like
exactly. So
I'm having a hard time rating this.
I'm at an 8, definitely though. So
oh man,
what do you got? I know you want to say 7.
I kind of do, but I think
That
it's a
soundtrack, B.
Yeah, I think there were some
The shots,
heartwarming moments.
there was too.
So, yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8.
An 8?
I think it's an
okay.
8. I think
well,
this is a good movie. I think you should go see this.
I think 8 is great movie. It's
well,
right in that
I did
territory.
say 3 good. So.
Yeah, good plus good equals great.
But, yeah, it takes a lot of goods to make it.
Yeah, so yeah, it was good.
So spoilers.
Spoilers. Actually, I didn't say it right. Spoilers. That's how I normally say it. No, anyway, here's the thing: is Woody Harrelson he's almost the bad guy, but he's really not.
No, he has this greater vision and picture and mission.
I was with him. I was like, do it.
Well, kind of, and like there wasn't any moment where I felt actually threatened by him.
The one spoiler
in a way,
that's not in the trailer, because they're trying to make the moon landing happen.
Yeah,
and she's trying to sell it to the American people.
That's her
because
job.
they were about to pull funding on it.
Yeah,
that's the whole plot of the movie.
She's trying to bring senators in to vote for more money.
Yeah,
She's trying to get all these companies and brands to support, like watch brands and food. This is what astronauts use.
That's what I really like is when she's unveiling. And she's doing her magic.
And he's just sitting there like, oh my god, you fucking shithead! Like what?
You could tell Cole Davis is just like
that tension there. Was
and he gives her this shit ass office. There's like, he like really authentically hates her. At first.
Well, no. Okay, so let's go back. They do meet in a bar, and he's
in the
like,
trailer.
You're the most beautiful fucking thing I've ever seen. Like, he just tells her, and he's like, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, and he leaves. And he plays the long game.
Yeah.
And then she shows up and is like this advertising like
wizard that they call like.
Yeah.
So
and then she does all this shit behind his back and just keeps sticking him.
Yep.
And then
just calling shots above and around his head, like that he can't do anything about.
Exactly, and like planning all these like press comp, all this stuff happening.
So the weird thing about her character is that she's a con artist.
And she's like been going across the country.
She's a multi-talented con artist who can
fake name after fake name after fake name.
Fake any accent. She's a saleswoman. She can lie. Like her main thing is she just lies about everything.
She's the best liar that ever lived.
Yeah, and then in contrast, Cole, he is
just straight up honest and solid.
And so they're just like, well, you can't keep lying like that. Yeah. And she's like, well, you're not getting anything done.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, and that's the core premise of the movie.
Yeah, I would say. This honesty.
But the spoiler thing is they're trying. So the Woody Harrelson's character.
Yes.
Fuck, I already forgot his name.
Mo.
So
good old Mo.
Yeah,
he's such a good Mo.
He's such a good actor, Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, he is.
I can't believe how well that went.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy shit,
he's intimidating and creepy, but he's also like charming. You're like, I like him.
He's not a tough guy, but you can tell when he's talking, he's like, I'll fucking have you killed and shit.
Yeah, he doesn't.
If you say anything. But so what happens is you see in the trailer, I keep mentioning that because there's a lot of shit spoiled in the trailer.
There
which is why I thought I wouldn't like this movie, but he sets up to film the moon landing as a contingency plan in case they don't do it. But what happens is, the spoiler is, he's like, this is not the contingency plan. This is what we're going with.
Yeah, just because, but they give him, he gives
them the top secret
camera to put on the actual mission,
like something that can withstand the temperature ranges
and all that stuff. So, and then like they do use it, and it's this really tricky thing at the end there to pull it all off. And I thought that was kind of fantastic.
Well done.
Yeah, like it does kind of make you wonder. Was there really a contingency plan?
Right?
It would make it makes total sense to do that.
It does.
Given the political climate and trying to show like Russia that we have this shit down in case it didn't work, and all our guys. Right. There's a huge stress thing on Cole because he's been in charge of the shit for a long time, and
since Apollo 1
and
this is Apollo 11,
3 of which you guys know.
People
if you know
died
anything about 3 astronauts they in real life
alive.
They burnt. You know what happened? I read a story about this, I think, and quote me or correct me if I'm wrong, but Velcro had just come out then.
Yeah.
And everything inside that was covered with Velcro. And
So they couldn't get out?
No, it caught on fire and it went whoosh immediately.
Oh, I didn't know Velcro was... it's probably a petroleum product of some sort.
Not only that, but it like, you get flame on it and it's... Yeah, so they didn't... And they all burned alive because they were sealed in.
That's a horrible story, but...
Yeah, it's awful.
Anyway, that's a lot of his backstory. Is that
to ruin your moment.
That he has to live with that.
Yeah, and he was doing all the checklists. I mean, he's in charge, so...
And they're like, they promise... They're like, I don't do interviews, is what he says.
Yeah.
And then like, oh, don't worry, we'll set up an interview, and they promise they won't bring up Apollo 1, and then they do, and he gets all pissed and is about to knock this dude out. I was like, oh, God, get him!
Yeah, I was like, crush that big nose, motherfucker.
Yeah, I see some teeth on the floor, motherfucker.
No, it's okay.
Like, come on.
You can tell, like, the pressure, and the regrets and the sadness and the remorse.
And he's such a good actor.
He really is.
To me, he's normally not. But in this movie, he's a great actor.
They picked the right guy.
I was like,
for the
wow,
character.
he's really showing this huge range of shit.
Yeah.
In literally just where his eyes were darting in a stoic face, where he's just like, oh, what the fuck is this dude? This dude's asking the bullshit questions they said they wouldn't ask.
Yeah.
And you can see
and then he keeps pushing it.
Yeah,
too.
just from where his eyes were, and then he fucking snaps, and I was like, I believe him snapping.
Yeah.
Like,
he gets up, he walks out, and then the guy keeps talking. He's like, all right, turning right around, and I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Up,
like,
dude.
You don't speak bad of those men. You don't bring them up.
You don't even talk about them.
You don't talk about those men. They're heroes and shit.
Yep.
So that was pretty cool.
But yeah, it was I think it was great.
Yeah,
great
and
movie.
so there's a cat on set that keeps ruining everything.
I don't even think that's worth mentioning. It's kind of for comic relief, but I didn't find it funny.
At the same time, it compromised their whole fucking
operation
at the very end.
Yeah. It was like they pepper
weird.
in this guy's got like this phobia of black cats.
Yeah,
it's a superstition.
Everyone seems to have it.
Yeah.
Like, it's a black cat.
It's one black cat. It just keeps being around.
It's on the
property.
NASA property somewhere, and somebody keeps feeding, and he's like, "You find that person, you fire them right now." Like, because it's just bad luck, and everyone's.
It was a running gag that I was like getting kind of sick of at the end.
Until
it proves something that.
Yeah, it proves that
they're using the feed from the actual Apollo 11.
And they're broadcasting that instead of broadcasting the fake shit to like, they go behind Moe's back, basically.
Yeah. And I kept thinking, like, the whole time, I was like, why don't you pre-record the whole fucking thing? Just do like a 2.5. But they couldn't, because it had to match up with what they're saying.
Yes.
Because he's like, I'm stepping outside the craft. So, like, you had to time it, because the audio was broadcast in real time,
but not the actual. Yeah, that's
so. That was crazy. It made sense because I was like, okay.
Now I found that just absolutely bonkers in real life. That on live TV, Nixon called them.
Yeah.
Like, that actually happened in real life. That's crazy, you guys. Humanity is amazing that we can do shit like
it's mind-blowing.
In the 60s,
yeah, I was going to say, this was 50 years ago.
Fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Of course, an AI would be like, oh, no problem. Let me
patch you in.
And they'll fly the whole
Bluetooth.
vehicle for you. Bluetooth. Yeah, what? Oh, God. Yeah, so I don't know. That whole... This is a tribute to that great journey that humanity has made. And I think that...
he said it best. He's like, we're about to do the hardest thing that's ever been done.
Yep.
And he tells it because he does all these good speeches to his guys.
Yeah, he's a good leader.
Yeah,
and everyone like kind of likes him because he's just like this guy.
Because he's stoic and he's like, let's get this fucking shit done.
Yep, it's super cool. But then there's a couple of side characters that are.
There's these two nerdy super NASA engineers.
They're in their mid-20s,
early 20s,
25 and 24.
Yeah.
And they're just fucking super smart, of course, but
they're the only other real supporting characters besides her assistant.
Yes, and so she's got a support character, and he does.
He's got his little two guys,
and they're like they're fixing problems all the time that arise at the last second, and so and
they grow on you.
They do. They've got different.
They throw parties, and you get to know these guys a little bit.
Yep. Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Everyone, that's the thing. From the get-go, you're like, okay. You're just expecting the trailer, and then literally every single character in the whole movie grows on you
big time
until you're like, "Fuck, I love these guys," and I want the movie to go another 20 minutes.
I wasn't ready to let go.
I wasn't either, because when it faded out of the set, I was like, I was like, oh no, it's over.
no.
But then it went, and it,
okay.
then it did some more scenes
Yeah,
of like,
then there's some
celebratory stuff, and then
Yeah.
obviously they kiss, and Colin Jost is in it in a surprise cameo.
Oh my God!
He
Yeah,
did great.
He
He's
plays
like,
as this young senator. He's like, it's just like, is that a real photo? And like, no,
it's
we
cartoons.
haven't made it to
It's
the moon
cartoons of lasers shooting Earth from the moon.
From
And
the
it's like, is that a real
moon.
photo?
It's like, how would that be? so
And
to
they're like,
clarify,
they're naming it Killer Laser from Moonshot Eliminator. And he's like, damn, that's good. I was like, dude, Colin Jost, you're killing it. He has like literally like a 1 minute part.
Not even. It's like 30 seconds.
Yeah, and I was like, man,
it's
awesome.
so brutal.
Yeah.
But like the weird. So she it doesn't say exactly all this shit, but Mo is willing. She's doing all this stuff because Scarlett Johansson's character, the con artist, she's doing all this stuff because
So he can wipe her slate
Mo
clean.
can get rid of her past.
Clean slate.
Yep,
And all
give
the
her a new identity and
felonies and
she's
shit she
been
committed all over the country
all of that shit
that she keeps running away from
Yep.
and getting away with.
Yeah, that's kind of her motivation, and then of course those.
And then she falls in love with him, of course.
Yep.
And then she's like, I promise I won't lie anymore.
But it's one of those
Except for this one.
Yeah.
No, he's like, I promise I won't ever lie ever again after this. And he's like, can you do this without lying? And she's like, no. He's like, that's what I thought. All right, let's do it. And then they do one last like heist.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, it's funny. And then there's a part later where they're gonna overshoot, so the module is gonna land, but it's gone too far, and they're like, we might not have enough fuel to get off.
Yep.
And he's like, "Oh no! Like we've run
the test before."
And they're
like,
and then his two support
dude buddies.
they're like, that's a lie. He's like, "Yeah, I learned some new tricks."
Yep.
So it's like because of that, I don't know. It's a fun.
Go see it.
Yeah. It's weird how it's like not what really happened, but it feels like it could be. It could be actually.
For sure.
It's well written enough and it all fits together. And yeah, I don't know, fantastic movie.
I'd say go see it, and
Absolutely.
I think that we'll wrap this up now. It's about
Out of the
time on
movies
that.
we're going to see this weekend, I wonder if this one's going to be the best one. Probably.
We got a long, boring motherfucker tomorrow.
The sinking ship tomorrow.
I have a 3 hour. We have a 3 hour movie.
Yep, and then another movie.
And I'm not looking forward to it because it's got one of the most boring actors of all time. But
Yep.
we'll save that for
we'll
later.
Save that for later. But anyway, guys, so yeah, go see it. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, bang the bell. Let us know if well, we're not gonna worry about the deaths and all that. Anything that you might know.
Yeah.
In the comments, man. This was a big part of history, and
it was a good time.
This is a fun spin on it.
It was a fun movie.
There's a lot of comedy in here, but it's like dryish.
Yeah, it's super dry and at first,
I mean, the audience, we were all laughing together.
Yeah.
Several times.
At first, you think, oh no, none of this is gonna land, because I swear, the first like 5 to 10 minutes was like not very good humor.
Well,
it was forced because you don't know the characters. That's what the problem is.
Yeah. So
you don't know them, so you're like,
getting
into I don't like that character.
Tone of it? And then you're like, oh wait, I know why it's the tone.
No.
So anyway, guys, stay tuned for. Whoa, hey, dude, turn the lights on, crazy lady. What are you doing? Jesus,
this parking lot sucks.
It's terrible. It's
I hate AMC.
Wow. Okay. Well, anyway,
hold on. Let's show them what it is. AMC. Can you see it?
Can you see it? Can
you smell it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
there you go.
It's a perfect shot.
I'll tell you this. This one sucks. Never go here.
Never go here. Unless the movie came out a week early.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys in the next Vertical Slice.
See ya.